30.
20.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ignition sequence start.
This is just the beginning.
Are you ready?
Here comes the best part.
1, 2, 3,
Go.
Life Matters, a 5-time winner of the best morning show in Wisconsin. Hosted by Nancy Douglas and Tom Giovannoni.
All of you, get ready.
Life Matters begins on Lake 96.1.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Look at you. Big smile on my face. Jackson's here this morning. This is a surprise visit, surprise attack. You're hanging out with Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're talking to the microphone? Did you?
He forgot how.
Are you new?
It's been too long.
I'm new.
He hasn't been here in like a year almost.
You know? New guy.
Jackson Giovannoni joins us for Jackson's Jokes, right along with Amy Giovannoni, his grandmother, also my lovely new business work next door neighbor. But
There's Cheryl Wall.
she's here. Yeah, we share a wall. She is here because I want to talk to her about her craziness. But first, we're going to start out. It sounds like okay. Let's start.
You just started 6 sentences at one time.
I know. I'm so beside myself that you're here. I'm so excited. Let's start out with some jokes, shall we? Did you bring jokes?
You got jokes?
No, I didn't. I have 0 jokes.
Make some up. then.
Well, I mean, nothing else.
nada.
That's.
You're here for one reason. Be funny.
Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna. I can't believe we're starting the year with a Jackson's joke.
That's
I'm
pretty
so
cool.
excited.
It's been a while.
It has been.
I know, right? It's been a while.
Yeah, we talk. It's a talk show. Okay, go ahead.
What did the buffalo say when his son left for college?
What did the buffalo say when his son left for college? As usual.
Bison?
Yeah.
Oh! That was awesome.
All right, I'm done for the year. Going to start it out right and quit.
Yeah, you're good. Oh my gosh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Bison.
I had coffee this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you hear about 2 people who stole a calendar?
No.
They both got 6 months.
It's a law joke. I like it. That's a cop joke.
That's funny. No,
that was
it's not
good.
because there's some words missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
All right, moving forward. Why did the hipster burn his mouth?
I'm sorry, what?
Why did
the hipster burn his mouth?
I'm afraid to
Thought his
answer
coffee
this.
was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you know that one?
He's
Did you
told
do
it
that this morning?
before.
Oh.
No, he
well,
told
if
it.
you've
No
heard
way.
it before, you're not allowed to answer.
I'm on a roll.
Oh, God.
Other than that 6-month thing.
Okay, well.
What is the astronaut's favorite part of a computer?
The space key.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
That was
How
a
did
good
you
one,
know
though.
that?
Well, I type. I'm alive. That was a good
Hey,
one.
what was
No,
the
that was
Grapes
good,
New
too.
Year's resolution?
I remember him saying it already. I don't think I can answer.
Not to whine in 26.
That's probably good.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Well, that was fun. I'm excited that you're here. Can I just say that, I produce the show, so I always have the headphones on, and I can distinctly tell a difference in Jackson's voice from this time last year when he was doing jokes.
Really?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Very much so.
Indubitably.
Yeah, he's also way taller than me
Yeah,
now,
he sits
so.
a little taller in the chair.
Yeah, he does. I definitely can see you over the board now. How's school?
It's great. Passing every class.
Good. Yeah, that's a start. That's good.
Yeah.
What sports?
Higher than C's. So.
Hey, listen, you were playing football. We missed, you have been so busy this fall that you haven't been in at all. So you were playing football, and you really did very, very, very well. Very well. I came and watched a game, and you were superb. And then, of course, your grandma and Heather and everybody else has been putting pictures and videos and stuff up, and I've been checking out, and I checked those out. And you are a very good football player. Do you like it?
Yeah.
You clearly like it. Yeah. Yeah. So what other sports do you like? Are you going to stick with football? Are you going to do a spring sport or?
I'm staying with football, and I'm currently doing wrestling.
Oh,
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yes.
Is he wrestling?
He wrestles.
And
Wrestles.
I got beat pretty bad for my first meet. Yeah.
Really?
It was not very good.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
strategy involved that people that don't do sports don't
Right, and
realize.
he's-
And I know this, and I don't do sports.
Again, he's wrestling against kids that have been doing it for a while.
Right.
This is his first year, just
Yeah.
like football was. So
Yeah.
And his first match, you did really well. You lost on points.
Right.
But he was there the whole time.
Yeah.
The second one,
The second one I got suplexed
that
and he pretty much
didn't
pinned me
go
within
so
the
well.
first 10 seconds.
Oh,
It was
ouch.
not great.
It wasn't that
It didn't,
quick, but
it
it
didn't
was-
hurt. It didn't hurt at all. It just I couldn't do anything.
I mean, no coach in their right mind expects a first year
No.
player, participant, whatever,
No, he
to
didn't. Yeah, he
do
didn't.
stellar things, but they definitely expect you to learn something for the following year.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it again?
I don't know a counter for suplex.
Don't get in it.
Is there one?
You're right. You're right.
I don't know what a suplex is, so I can't. I have no
You
idea.
get thrown over their shoulder.
Oh,
That's basically
oh,
it.
like where they pick you up and boom and body slam you kind of thing.
Boom. Yes. Body slam.
Ouch! I've
Yes.
seen
Yeah,
that.
and he bridged up pretty quick and was avoiding the pin for a little while, and the kid was good. You can't take that away from him.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
he beat the last kid that beat me. So I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
not strong
Well.
winning advantage there.
Be happy you weren't the other little kid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
they had
there
a
was
rescue
another
call
kid
there.
that got suplexed and he put his arm out to save him and snapped his arm out. Yeah, it was not great.
There was structural damage on that one.
oh my God,
Yeah,
And everybody
and
clapped
it was
for him when they took him out on the gurney, and he didn't care.
Gurney.
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Oh, that's not good.
and when right before he went up for the match, the dad was like, "It's all right, you got it. It's your first year, you got it."
It's not like you're going to break a bone or anything.
Oh my God, he did not say that.
No, he didn't say that. But,
I don't know if he did or not, but it'd be funny.
go break an arm.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dad,
sorry,
I
leg.
did break a bone.
God, Dad. Yeah. Oh wow. Well, yeah, that's good. Yeah, try to avoid that. You've broken enough bones. You're.
No, I only break bones when it's on purpose.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what
You
I
just
say.
do
Yeah,
that
okay.
for a living. Okay,
Whatever.
got it.
O-
Right.
Only the sled or only the swing. Yeah, that was the
Right.
only one.
Don't taunt the forces.
So what are you now? Like a high school junior? Like what's happening with you?
7th grade,
Oh, okay. So you're a middle school junior.
middle of middle school.
Middle
Yes,
of middle
indubitably.
school. Well, these are the hard years. Once you get into high school, it'll be a little bit harder. And then once you graduate and go to college, it'll be even harder.
Right.
And then you get to be an adult, and you know what? These are the easy years. Just go ahead and have fun. Just go. I'm just kidding. It's all fun.
You go from fun to easy to hard to harder to hardest.
And then you have grandkids, and it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, and then you could just
Whatever.
make
Just-
them run in the trees. And stuff.
We don't need money. Yeah, make them run into trees and and jump
Well,
off
you
of
learn
retaining
by that
walls.
age that no matter what you do, the sun's still going to come up the next day.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah.
You might be wearing a cast. Might
Might
be in
have
big
a large
trouble, but
doctor
the sun's
bill.
still going to come up.
You may have met your medical deductible.
I was fearful there for a second that he was going to break out into a song from Annie.
Just now. Oh. He says that he has turned over a new leaf for 2026,
I have.
and he's going to be. What did you say?
Totally relaxed.
Yeah, new year,
And
new him. you
And
know?
I said I can fix that.
She said with an evil laugh. I could change that.
That's not going to make for a good show if you're just happy
Hey,
go
guess
lucky and we
what?
just agree on everything. That's boring.
We don't agree on everything.
Yeah, but if you're just going to be happy about everything, we're going to agree
I
on
didn't say I
it.
was going to be happy. I said I want to be relaxed.
Oh,
Just not going to get worked up.
okay. Yeah.
really. Same tone. Really.
How much Jack Daniels is that going to take? Because that ain't going to happen.
I got a lot.
Okay.
I won a
Jeez.
basket, you know.
Jeez. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, you did win that big basket. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, so going back to Jackson for a second, Jackson, there's a reason why well, there's more than one reason why your grandma's here, but the reason why you two together are a perfect segue into my next question is that I may or may not have seen a video from the two of you the other day.
Yeah.
Being as crazy as I can humanly imagine. I would never do that. I can barely go outside. I wear long underwear in July. Okay?
We know it looks really funny sticking out from your shorts.
I'm just saying, I don't think that I could ever consider remote. I won't even go sit in the car for this. You guys did the polar plunge. Now, Amy, I know you've done it like a million times, but Jackson, this was your first time?
Yes, indubitably.
Yeah.
That's his word of the year.
The word of the
Indeed,
year.
word of
I was thinking word of the day, but oh well, poor you.
Started using it the 30th.
Okay, well
Now
then
it's
that's
just-
last year's
now it's
word. Find a
Right,
new one.
so it's so old.
That's so last year.
Anyhow,
That's so last year. Yeah, she's right.
talk about your experience.
Yeah. So how was that? Did you go all the way in the water?
You have to go all the way in the water. It
Oh,
doesn't
you
ca-
do?
It doesn't count if you don't.
Like you can't just like you have to get your head in and
You have to
everything.
get your head in.
Okay, so I want to narrate how this went down.
Did you take the
He
video?
wants to narrate.
No, I did not.
Who took the
Although I
video?
don't
Who
there.
took the video?
It was.
Galen Huddleston.
Galen Huddleston. Okay,
So-
excellent video. Went right from the right till the end. By the way, when she's throwing towels. By the way, like the airline stewardess that she could be, pull your oxygen mask down and put it on everyone else before you. Amy threw
Right.
towels on everyone else before she put a towel on herself. But go
Right.
ahead, you narrate
So-
because I'm interested.
They run out into the water. Jackson runs out and starts making this slow turn, running in place. Right about waist deep. And that's when Zachary ran up and shoved him into the water.
Yeah. Because I was trying to talk to him, and he went over to go, I don't know, care to you or.
I think that was a total shock run. Like, I don't want
Uh-huh.
to go any deeper, but I know I'm supposed to run, so I'm just going to keep running. But
That-
then he had a little assistance from his father to get submerged and washed away 25.
Yeah, he's narrating when he wasn't there. Yeah, he's got it.
I
in
watched the
back.
video.
You watched the
Got it in
video.
back.
I mean, I
I
didn't
listened
notice
to
that
the
part
stories.
because
I was on the ski hill.
oh
So,
yeah, another cold thing I won't do. So.
What?
I will
You
go.
won't ski?
Listen, I get a really cute outfit and I look like I've been skiing and then I go sit at the bar. That is how I ski.
so you could
How about
get
that?
in your swimsuit and just sit in a car down at the lake and act
That's
like you
true.
jumped in
Nobody
the water.
was. Well, I guess you guys were wearing swimsuits or whatever. But what? So you and your dad and Heather participated in this. Obviously, Amy has been doing this for a very long time. Where were Shannon and Joe? Where were they?
I don't believe Shannon has ever done it.
Okay.
She is, she's a little more educated than the rest. Yeah.
She's got more.
Something.
More not.
Yeah,
more
I don't
smarts.
know. Some
She's a better
common sense,
thinker than the
perhaps?
other girls
I'm
are.
not sure. Joe has done it with me.
I've seen
Jeremy
that.
actually came up from Kansas. I think he was in Georgia at the time he came home to do
I
it
think
with
that
me.
was Kansas. It was a while ago.
Joe has done it with me in the past. She sprained her ankle, or not her ankle, her wrist. Either Christmas or New Year's. She is an avid runner, but she doesn't seem to do well on keeping straight up and down. She spends a lot of time face planting. So I think she.
So she went to the Renee Wilging School
I
of
was
Walking.
just going to say, we got to get her and Renee together.
She did. God.
They could do like a three-legged race of life, and they'd have their 3 points of contact for the two of them.
I think it better be in a foam room.
And bubble
Yeah.
wrap.
And bubble wrap. Yeah.
yeah.
So apparently she fell and sprained her wrist. And so I don't think she was really looking forward to it. I think she was looking for an excuse. She may not have tripped at all. I don't know. Her first text was, "We'll see what the kids feel like," as if Emmett and Hazley were going to join in. I think Hazley would. I think there's not a chance that Emmett would even
no.
consider it.
No.
Well, not right now. Hazley wouldn't.
No.
Oh no. Hazley can't. She probably can't do it. Like that would be too tense.
She broke her back.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's in a brace all the time. But I don't think Joe really wanted to go anyways. She was looking for an excuse, and this was as good as any.
So I wonder how long around you she'll wear an ace bandage just to perpetuate the reason why she didn't do the. Probably not.
Oh,
for
I don't
long.
think
I don't
she
think
will at
she'll
all.
even make that effort.
And if you bring it up, she'll go, well, so.
Yeah. It's
She
fine.
doesn't care.
I just didn't want to hurt your feelings, but I don't want to do this.
Yeah. According to Zachary's accounting of the run, Jackson was full steam ahead, and he was afraid that Jackson was going to just keep running forward, looking for a period of time that the water was deep enough that he could submerge. And Zach was just letting him know, no, you need to do this in the shallow because the breath will be taken away and you're going to be disoriented and you don't want to be in deep water.
Watch the video. There is no movement. There's just legs going up and down.
For a guy who's never stood in 30-degree weather at
Yes, I
11 degrees outside, I don't think you should be so
In your
sassy.
bathing suit. Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
ever done it?
I've never polar plunged, but I did grab one of our friends and jump into a pool in early March.
Ooh, well,
You
that's
did do that.
exactly
Bells.
that's
Okay.
exactly
So
the same.
it's- I've been in frozen lakes. I haven't polar plunged, but I've done cold water rescue. So I don't need to do this to make myself feel better about me. I don't begrudge anybody who does it. Good for them.
I don't need to do
Not
it
my
either.
thing. I'll go out to the ski hole.
I'm sitting in
ski
your
hill.
car with the coffee. Yep, that's Tom and I. We're good cheerleaders. Mm-hmm. I can't. I couldn't. I would still be cold.
I don't see the sense in it. Again, I don't look poorly about anybody who does it. That's your thing. That's great. More power to you. I just don't see the sense in doing it.
The sense
I've
is
been
not
cold.
the purpose.
Obviously.
Nobody's saying we need to have sense.
It's a figurative ritual. You are bathing yourselves of the funk of the year prior and starting fresh.
See, I do that
this
pretty much
is
daily.
the concept of why
do you feel
one does
clean?
this.
Do you feel cleansed?
I am renewed.
All right. I turned over a new leaf. It's great. Full steam ahead.
You too. Your household is lots of changes. Lots of changes coming up. Tom's turned over a new leaf and said that he's going to be relaxed about everything now, and nobody. Well,
As is
I'd like-
evidenced by this last little repartee.
right,
Yes.
and
Wait a minute. I didn't get upset at all.
you just
Totally
did.
calm. No, I didn't. Watch it. I mean, no, I'm fine.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. That's not the same thing. It's not. It's not. I, on the other hand, have made 0 New Year's resolutions, nor have I turned over any new leaves because.
Good for you.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of work. I just don't. I don't stick to resolutions anyway, so I gave that up a long time ago. Did you make a New Year's resolution? No.
My New Year's resolution is to become 14.
To what?
Good
to
goal.
become 14.
Become 14?
Yes.
He's got to work on it all year.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's
All the way,
a good goal.
11 months.
I think everybody should make a New Year's resolution to not break their New Year's resolution. And then when they don't make a New Year's resolution, they can't break the New Year's resolution.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
I have no clue what you just said. honestly.
That works.
Zero.
That works.
That
He's
makes
still
zero
he's
sense.
still got the cold fog brain.
Yeah, he
thing.
does.
That made zero sense.
I'm waiting for a fish to come out of his nostril.
Right.
Pretty sure all
right.
I heard was break the New Year's thing, but then you gain it back, but then like you can't break it. That's pretty much what I just heard.
How many
That
people do
makes
you
sense.
think did the plunge the other day?
So interestingly, there are now 2 contingencies in Geneva Lake that jump.
Okay.
So there's one in the Bay, and that one's been going on for, honestly, I don't know how many years. I've been involved intermittently, not consistently, for at least 20 years. So I haven't gone all 20 years that I. But
Do you pay to do that? Is it a
No.
fundraiser or anything?
No,
Or
and
people
that's
just get together and do
And
it.
I think that's why there's a second contingency. There is another one that's over in Buttons Bay, and I don't know the details of it. I do know that Sean Payne is involved in that one.
Okay.
Shannon Blay, people with great philanthropic ideas
Right.
for the area. It is a fundraiser. I thought it was something about Dave. It might be a Keegan kiss. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
And I think that one you do throw in some money into a hat
Yeah.
or whatever. But Buttons Bay was frozen, so they couldn't get in.
Oh.
So it's interesting. Geneva Lake freezes in some places and not in
Right,
others.
right.
Like in front of Library Park freezes fairly early, but over on the other side of the Riv, it does not.
Right.
Because the water moves through the White River, and so it that stays open a little bit longer. Buttons-
Doesn't Gage also have some pumps underneath there that are
probably.
moving the water as
Probably.
well? Yeah, to
Yeah,
keep
by the piers,
keep the
I would
piers
guess,
from
yeah.
getting screwed up.
Buttons Bay, however, is kind of a wide open mass of water.
it's
it doesn't
thin in
Yeah,
areas,
it doesn't
yeah.
dip in. Like the bay is this very deep, kind of like a nodule. It comes in, and so it does not freeze as quickly as the other parts of the lake.
A lot of lakes are spring fed, so there's a constant current.
Right.
Como has a ton of springs in it.
Yeah.
So does Lake Geneva. So there are areas that will freeze because
Right.
there's not as much water movement, and areas that won't. And that's why you got to be really careful going out on the ice, and you got to know your lake.
Right.
Where are the thin spots and stuff like that.
Right.
And speaking of Gage, they throw out one of their boats every year, or have for at least the last 5. So I don't know if it's the Lady or the Belle, but it comes over and sort of just sits in the bay, and it's full of people, and they watch all of the crazies run into the water. But there's
All
probably,
wrapped up in warm clothing and drinking cocktails.
I would bet there's 200 people that run in.
Wow.
There's not enough room to stand.
Yeah, the entire area, and Williams Bay Beach is not particularly large.
No, it's not.
So it's 3-4 people deep in that whole
cool.
area. And then they have all of the piers, too, that are kind of in that sand area that's occupying space. So there's
Right.
not a lot of room.
That's good. Tuck you all together so you stay warmer.
I would say, as a little public service announcement request for next year, if the people who are there to watch could be kind enough to stay off the beach and be on the sidewalks to watch, so that the people who are going in can then get back out
Right.
again, because it's really just like a cattle gate. Everything comes through that little white building,
Right.
and it's a hallway, and then it kind of gates off, and then you come off into the beach. And there are always an easy 30, 40 people that are standing there just sort of in the way while these people are running back out of the water looking to get back into their cars or get themselves huddled back into whatever. And they bring dogs down, they bring kids in strollers, and there's just this giant congestion that the people who are participating, they can't get out of there. And it's really not warm, especially this year when it was 11 degrees.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how cold was it? Was 11 degrees?
It was 11 degrees.
Probably felt colder than that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. The water, I think they said, was something like 30-something. 30.
So does it feel, so you're standing in 11 degree cold. When you run into the water at that point, does it feel warm?
No. What concept was that?
I don't know. 11 to 20 degrees
This is what
warmer? I don't know.
I'll give you my perspective, and then Jackson can give you his. So this year we got down there kind of late. Everybody runs in at noon. People start to gather at like 11:30.
Okay.
And Williams Bay, the village of Williams Bay, is amazing in their participation and their tolerance of this event that has gone on for forever. So a big shout out to the village of Williams Bay, not only their police department, but they also had a rescue squad down there, which was really amazing.
See, that's where we'll be. We'll be in the rescue. We'll just go ahead and
hang out
go
where all
in
the
the
warm
rescue
blankets
squad.
are.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, they really do.
plan.
They do a really great job. They kind of stay out of the way and let people have the fun that they want to have. This is a ritual, literally down there for 45 minutes, if that. And then the life of Williams Bay goes back to normal for the day.
Yeah.
It's just this little crazy thing that people do. But at any rate, so you get down there and everybody sort of tries to find their spot. And they're all bundled up. They have their hats, their gloves, their boots, their sweatpants, their sweatshirts, their jackets, their whatevers. And then it comes down to that like last 5 minutes. And everybody strips down to whatever they're going in the water in. And really less is better. You think that you want to wear a bunch of stuff, but if you wear a bunch of stuff into the water, it's just more stuff that freezes on your body. So if you're in a swimsuit or swim trunks or whatever, shirtless, if you're a guy, or just a regular bikini or regular swimsuit for a girl, it's better than going in like a t-shirt
For sure.
because it literally freezes the minute you come back out of the water.
Right. It's like all those videos you've seen where they're like, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, everybody, your brain falls out of your head and you just do it. And you run out of the water, and I don't think you really recognize the cold of the water while you're running out.
Right.
It's not until you completely submerge and pop back up.
Because your body has shut down.
The water is warmer than the air.
Hit you when you
not
ran
that,
in.
Yeah. Not that 30 is, super, super warm, but 30 is warmer than 11 by quite a bit.
Right.
So you don't really, I think your brain just goes into a freak out mode and it doesn't really think until you come out of the water and your hair immediately freezes. The air that goes into your lungs is very sharp, and it feels like massive needles being thrown at your body because it's super sensory.
This sounds exactly like
Sounds
something
like a good
I would do.
Like something you want to do right away.
Yeah.
So for me,
Let's go today.
I can't believe I've missed this.
For me, this is what happens. I stand on the sand and I'm like, okay, this is fine. It's once a year, no big deal. Then you start taking, your warm stuff off, and you're standing there and you have trepidation and you're like, what am I doing? Why do I want to do this? And then you're like, okay, peer pressure. We're all here. Just get it over with. So then you run out and you're just fine. And then you come up and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
I'm going to die now.
Yeah.
And see, I'm just standing there going, what is she doing?
Right.
This year was
crazy.
different.
I would just shake my head.
As soon as you start putting on a towel or a blanket or something to cover it, your body just starts generating huge amounts of heat. So you warm up very quickly.
That's because the guy
Notwithstanding,
running the furnace is screaming, what's going on?
I'm going to say this year the difference is my hands were numb and my toes were numb for a good 30 minutes. And I don't know that I remember that from years past because it was really cold.
Yeah.
And we were only probably 100 feet from the beach where we parked. So we didn't have very far to travel at all.
Right. So have people like gotten there and chickened out?
I would imagine so.
They didn't. See,
Yeah.
nobody would have known if you
Yeah,
if
I mean,
would have
Not
gone.
our people.
Yeah.
The ones that go are committed. The ones that aren't or shouldn't be committed don't go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. So I'm going to spin this over, let Jackson give his little rendition because I feel like it's a little bit different.
Probably.
It was pretty much just freaking cold.
That's it? That's your rendition? It was cold.
It was cold. I
He's a
mean,
man of a few words.
my tips of my fingers were numb for probably 2 hours afterwards, along with the tips of my toes. Friggin' sucked. I don't know why people do it.
I was waiting for those words to come out because when I asked him about it before the show, those were the words. It friggin' sucked. Like, that was it. Okay, but do you...
I know it's healthy for the body, but
How?
it's just-
Well, I mean, they do the cold baths and things like that. I mean, there are some supposed to
Let's
be some
shock
benefits.
it and then shock it again and then let it wonder what happened.
It actually increases your cardiovascular flow substantially.
When you go under the water and your lungs lock up and you can't breathe.
No, the ice bath is really good for your cardiovascular system
I am not a doctor.
That's
I
what
cannot
they say.
argue.
and your metabolism. I've heard upwards of like 500% of what its normal capacity is. What happens after you do an ice bath?
Crazy.
For how long? Just right for a few minutes afterwards?
I would say probably a few minutes. I
Pretty
have
sensitive
heard a
bath.
lot of people do ice baths and then do hard workouts because their body is at optimum strength capacity.
Interesting.
However, on the flip
Still not interested.
on the flip
Just
side, if you drink after your ice bath, you will get plowed in 0.0 seconds.
Oh.
So that's kind of
Well, if money becomes an
Hold
issue,
on a
maybe I'll do it.
that's the flip side of this scenario. There are a lot of people that don't just get liquid encouragement beforehand. They continue the imbibement for the day, and it's pretty
Ouch.
much you're out for the day. So
So you're celebrating New Year's Eve at like
Well, I think there's
2:30 in the afternoon.
on New Year's Day,
a lot of people waking up with icicles on them going, I did what?
Right. Yeah, I
No.
there is absolutely no desire to do this. But my question for you, Jackson, we only have a couple minutes left. So, so the whole point would be to wash away 2025 and like feel rejuvenated and start your 2026 with, strength and confidence. And did it make you do that?
I mean, I kind of. I mean,
Well, he
I
didn't die.
I didn't die. That one, yeah. Definitely didn't give me strength. It definitely gave me a lot of cold. But
Will you do it again?
yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna suck, but I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Well, sounds
You
like a
gonna
guy.
complain about it
Right.
as much as you are this year?
More than likely.
Okay, cool.
Although it was an optional decision, I'm
Maybe
still
we
gonna
could do
complain.
a remote next year.
No, I don't even want to. No. You know what? Whoever takes the video, who was that person?
Galen.
Galen, you just keep taking videos for us to watch, and
Yeah, we'll
that's
bring
the
her up
extent
from
of our
Oklahoma every year.
participation.
See, what's funny was 2 years ago I was taking the videos, and me being a jerk, I zoomed in on my dad struggling, jumping through the water, and I thought it was pretty funny. I still have the video. I
And
thought it
then
was
So
really
what do you
funny.
think about it this year?
And then he dumped
It was
you.
cold. It was cold.
Now you know why he was struggling. Yeah.
Making memories, Jackson.
Yeah. You'll remember this forever.
3 generations.
That's true. That's true. That's true. 3 generations.
I don't think it's a memory I want to keep,
No?
especially the cold part.
No.
That was pretty cool.
Well, it must not have been that traumatic because you're saying you're going to go back and do it again. So you obviously get why people do it and you want to
Oh
participate.
no, I sprained my wrist.
There we go. Just
Auntie
remember
Joe.
that. Seriously.
Yeah.
So it totally worked for her. It'll totally work
Yeah.
for you. They won't remember a year from now that that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jackson, thanks for joining us this morning.
No, it was my pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, indubitably.
Oh, God.
Indubitably.
We'll be gagged next
I know
time
I'm
he
not
comes
saying
in
it
for
right.
jokes.
Is it indubitably?
Yeah, indubitably. I don't know how to say it correctly,
Indubitably.
so that's what I say instead.
Oh, good. Well,
Yeah,
yes.
I think
Certainly adopt a word that you're not going to say correctly.
Indubitably. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
That's awesome. Thanks
I'm
for
thinking of it right, but I'm just saying it wrong. You know?
Okay. Well, can you spell it?
No.
Then you should not say it.
No, I cannot. I cannot spell that.
We are going to talk about, or we were, if I could find it. Lake Superior State University's 50th annual banished words list is out. It does not include indubitably, but it does include 6-7, thank God, because that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I mean, it's not the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I've seen much stupider, but
It's so dumb that people that use it can't explain it.
right.
It's a
It's
score.
just
It's a
dumb.
scoreboard for a basketball game.
No. See?
That is exactly what it
See
is.
what I mean?
See, nobody
That-
knows. Nobody cares. You know what? Here,
Nobody knows, although I just
nobody-
gave a reason
nobody
of what it
cares.
was. Got it.
What makes
that
you
makes
right?
sense.
What is it? What?
What makes me right? Literal recording of it. What?
What?
It doesn't
but
even make
what's
sense.
this? 6-7. It doesn't. Isn't 6-7 just like eh?
Because it's one more.
Eh.
It's one more. The score was 6-2-7. That's the reason. All right, I'm done.
No.
That is the exact reason.
That's
Well,
where
then
it
people screwed it
started.
up.
That is where it started.
Was a basketball game
It
score.
was a basketball game score.
That's okay. Maybe this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay. Anyway, well, we'll talk about. Thank God it's
You guys
banished.
wanted the reason.
We don't have to deal with it anymore. No more 6-7. We don't have to deal with it anymore. Jackson, thank you very much again. Grandma's going to stick around for a couple more minutes because I have something else for her.
Indubitably.
But we're kicking you out.
Got it.
It's been a long time since the basement's been cleaned. If you could go attend to that, that'd be great.
So, like 2025, get out.
Anyway, thanks for joining us,
Thanks
though,
for coming in.
a
Yeah, it's my
Jackson's
pleasure.
jokes. I was very excited about that.
Yeah.
So thanks for surprising me. That's awesome. That's awesome. In the meantime, we'll be right back with more Life Matters right here on Lake 96.1.
Jackson's jokes.
Life Matters continues on Lake 96.1.
I think it's amazing that you leave and you're gone for like a week and then you come back and I can't remember how to push any buttons.
Oh,
I have no idea what I'm doing. And it's,
Well-
and it's not like I was gone. I just
yeah. Well,
I
What are
didn't
you gonna do?
I didn't overdrink on New Year. As a matter of fact, did you guys even make it up for New Year's Eve?
absolutely.
Did you?
We did. We did. We watched a movie.
It was about
Aw.
12:12, and Amy said, "Oh, we missed New Year's," and we went Happy New Year.
Listen, lucky for me, we watched the New York ball drop, so it actually drops at 11. Mm-hmm. But my husband was asleep in the chair at like 8:30. So
for him.
yeah, he never made it through to. He can't even make it to 11.
Yeah, I cannot count how many times I slept before New Year's.
Yeah, there was intermittent
I was
napping.
in and out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was just busy.
We watched
Mission Impossible.
the the Final Reckoning or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
that's it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was okay.
You know what? The Stranger Things thing happened. Was that New Year's Eve or New Year's Day or something like the final?
The final.
Final.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't watched that yet. We
Yeah.
watched the first sections, but not the.
We didn't
I-
see the last
didn't
season
jump
at
on
all.
the last
I
one.
have to go back and watch the last season because I like saw sporadic parts of it but didn't see the whole thing, and so I have a bad feeling that if I try to watch the last one, that if I don't go back and
You'll be missing
update my
stuff.
memory, I'll totally not know what's going on. But so I pulled it. You know, today's show is really just maybe a little bit of an accumulation of getting rid of things from 2025, but also looking forward to some things here in 2026. And but I'm going through and I'm looking for show prep and everything, and I came across this and I thought it was very interesting. 24 names that baby boomers loved, but modern parents think are too old.
Ooh, this ought to be interesting.
All three of us either have family members or friends or are on this list. You are not on the list. Amy is not on the list. Both Thomas and Nancy are on the list. If people don't name their kids Nancy or Tom anymore, which I don't think that's true. I mean, I know a lot of people that name their kids Thomas.
Yeah, there's Toms out there.
Yeah. So, but
there's Nancy's out there too.
Not young Nancy's. No, there's not. You go out and try to find a 10-year-old named Nancy right about now.
If I go out looking for a 10-year-old girl named Nancy, I'm going to get locked up. Okay, so I cannot take that challenge on.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
If you want to email us if your daughter's name is Nancy and she's 10 years old, that would be great. But send it to Nancy, not
I
Tom.
would love to know if people, like, I've met, the only Nancys I've ever met are like my age or very close. I've never met anybody or way older than me.
Yeah, I think
like Amy's mom's name's Nancy.
She's got you by a couple years.
She's slightly older than me. I was named after my aunt. My aunt Nancy.
I haven't.
There was a couple.
I don't know of any Nancys other than you. And well, I know a couple of Nancys. I don't know any Nancys younger than you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple girls in my class named Nancy.
Oh, that's right.
But
yeah, good point. I'm
they're
coming up
exactly
empty.
right. Yeah, these people think our names are not cool anymore. Linda is on the list, so I'm going to just read the list. It's 24 names. Linda, Gary, Susan, Karen. Although there are a lot of reasons why nobody's named
Linda and Karen. I mean, think
right,
about
yeah,
it. They
nobody's-
kind of got
Is
a
Felicia
reputation.
on there too?
Yeah, it should be. Bye, Felicia.
Schwafanda's on there.
What is it?
I had to.
Oh, from Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah.
LaFonda.
LaFonda.
Yep.
LaFonda. Deborah, Patricia, Robert. Now, see, some of these classic names, I'm not buying this
Yeah.
list. I don't know. I'm just.
I don't
not
agree
buying
with a
this
few
list.
of those.
Barbara. No more Barb Giovannoni's.
Now there's only one.
Well, there's only
Oh,
one.
actually, there's two.
Truly.
There's another one in Lake Geneva.
What? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was in the Golden Years nursing home. Bunch of people had said, "Oh, is that your mother-in-law?"
Yeah,
very strange.
Dad's oldest brother, that was his last wife.
Dad's oldest brother's
Yeah.
last wife. Okay. So there were two. But now she's no longer with us? Or we
I
we
don't
have
know.
no
There's
idea?
kind of a distance there.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's
So-
well, okay. So, but speaking of brothers, Ronald and Richard are both on this list, as well as Donald. Isn't your brother's name Richard? Mm-hmm. Stephen, Janet. Janet's my sister's name. My mom just picked two names that nobody. I don't know any other Janets though that are,
What are
again
we
right
replacing
about
these
that
timeless
age.
names with?
Like Shaniqua and Tequila and LaFonda. I don't know.
They're
Brittany?
probably the same name. It's just that there's 4 extra letters in it.
Yeah.
And so there's a
Spelled
different
different.
accent in there.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Brittany with an I, Brittany with a Y, Brittany with an IE. I don't know. They're replacing them with other names. I don't know. Thomas, Cheryl, Mark, Cynthia, Paul, Sharon, which is my mother-in-law's name, Lisa, my daughter's name. What the heck?
I know all these names.
Edward and Ashley. Baby boomers think the name Ashley is too old.
Okay, I know a detective on KPD, Ashley, and she's got to be at least 20 years younger than me, if not more. So I got one.
Well, baby boomers. What
I'm the
was-
last of the baby boomers.
So 64
Yes.
would be.
Right.
So Ashley could be my daughter.
Modern
on the age
parents.
timeline, yeah.
So you can read this list, but then you can also go and Google it and find another list
Yeah.
of people that say, "Oh my gosh, everybody's going back to traditional names," and all of these exact names are on the list probably.
Yeah. What's a
This is just
traditional name?
Clickbait. I don't know, like Elizabeth and Catherine, and I was going to name Lisa Elizabeth, and then my brother, who was 10 years old when my daughter was born, he was way younger than me, said, "I'm just going to call her Lisa. Why don't you just name her Lisa?" I'm like, okay, so I did. And then the same thing with Katie. I was going to name her Catherine, and my brother said the same thing. Well, why don't you just call her Catherine? Or we're just going to call her Katie. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
listened to
weird.
my 10 and 12, my brother when he was 10 and 12 when I named my kids. So that was but my Katie will forever be mad at me because it's Katy. And and then her middle name is Renee. And I didn't want her to have to worry about the little hash mark thing. Remember, I had my children very young, and I was really stupid. And so her middle name is spelled Renea, which back then was weird. But now people spell names so funky these days that
I think that's a pretty common way
That's
to spell
what I
Renee.
thought.
Yeah. Or
I love it
two
when
E's at
some-
the end.
yeah,
I love when someone says, well, it's common spelling. Really?
common spelling.
Exactly what is common spelling now? Is it Tom, T-O-M, or T-H-O-M?
Right.
Yeah, there's no common anymore.
Yeah. So we're on it. Our moms are on it. No, Peggy. My mom's name isn't on there. Peggy and Bruce. Neither one of those names are on there.
You got
Well,
both
maybe
my
they have a
parents.
chance.
You've got both my parents.
Yeah, both of your parents. Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, both of mine.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't think that
It's
our
cyclic,
names are
though. I
old.
mean, I remember when Tom and I were dating, one of the people in his sphere named their daughter Esther, and I thought, wow, that's a name out of that. That's my
Yeah.
grandmother's name. I hadn't heard somebody name somebody Esther in a long time. So I thought that was interesting. And
But everybody called her Willie.
yeah. And my sister named her son Emmett, which is also a very
love that.
Old historic
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. I
And
don't.
Hazel.
Famille.
Same thing.
You know, I think they pull it from a generation or two behind
Right.
as an homage.
Yeah, I think every parent wants their child's name to be special, unique, whatever. So
Oh, so none of these people on this list.
no, I'm not saying that at all.
special
I'm saying that I think it's just going to keep circling around.
Yeah, those
You know,
names might
Richard
not
was
be
a
used
strong
for,
name, King
Yeah.
Richard. You know, he had a very strong reputation.
probably not used for a generation or two, and then it'll come back just like
Well, like
know.
Charlotte.
yeah,
My mom's name was Charlotte.
We got a Charlotte.
Yeah.
or Olivia or
Olivia. I mean, I love those old
Yeah,
classic
for sure.
names.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not old because people know
Henry.
them, but
My
Yeah,
one
we have
girlfriend's
a friend with a Charlotte and an Olivia.
yeah.
my
yeah.
one girlfriend's son just named his baby Henry. Haven't heard Henry in a long time either.
Right. I think people do. I think you're right. I think when they name them what we are kind of
That classic
dubbing
name.
the classic names, it's because they're naming them after somebody in their family.
Yeah.
Clearly,
is a
when
great
they're
way to go.
naming them things, like Naquil and Dayquil and everything else that get it, Nyquil, Dayquil.
It's cute.
Yeah,
They had the
they're-
flu at the time.
They're making it up as they go. But
Aaron made up those names.
yeah. So, but I don't know. I just thought it was interesting that
Yeah.
that Tom and Nancy are on this list of we're sorry that our names you don't like our names.
Yeah,
but
sorry
too
we don't
bad.
have cool names anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
What's your middle name?
Earl.
Thomas Earl. Mm-hmm. I'm Nancy Diane.
Diane.
Nancy Diane. I don't
Yep.
know where the Diane came from.
Earl
and
was
then,
never good.
Because, I was ever so creative. Lisa's middle name is Diane as well. Because, God forbid I figure something new out
Well,
for her.
It's funny that you have names and you don't get called those names because of things in your life. And
This is true.
When I was a little kid, I could not say Earl. So, and only people that have known me for a really long time know this, but my father called me Herman for years
Why?
because I couldn't say Earl.
But your name is Tom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So a lot of the guys that knew me,
Called you Herman?
50 years ago, yeah, my nickname was Herman or Herm.
Do we need to change the name of the show to Life Matters with Tom or with Nancy and Herman? Life Matters with Tom
we
and
don't
Herman.
need to change anything. It's just funny how names turn into nicknames.
That is true. That is
Amy's
true.
father, everybody called him Duke. I called
Yeah.
him Duke.
Yeah, I only know him as Duke. I don't know. I
Right.
don't know what his real name is.
Paul.
I don't think anybody does except for Amy.
Yeah. No.
Paul, Dwight.
Dwight. Yep.
He had a lot of names.
My grandpa's name was Paul. My favorite grandpa's name was Paul. And his middle initial was D, but he did not have a middle name.
My favorite father-in-law's name is Paul.
Yeah. Your favorite father-in-law?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Sorry. You mean Duke. Got it. Okay.
Water on a rock.
Whoa.
Don't touch me like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop touching the guests. You.
She's kind of cute.
I know. Maybe you'll go home with her later. I don't
Hopefully.
know. I don't know. That's always a crapshoot. But
Bringing
anyway.
out my best moves.
So yeah, but I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting. That because as soon as I saw it, I did look for both of our names. But then I was like, oh, of course, Amy. Amy is a classic name though. Like Amy is a name that a young person or an old person can have.
I mean, there's a multitude of songs with it.
This is true.
So
this is true.
Amy, what you gonna do?
This is true.
Oh, don't quit your day job.
No, I don't have a day job.
Yeah.
I'm retired.
Yeah.
They pay me to stay home.
Hey, one other thing that I think that is a tragedy that happened in 2025, and I really think that we should all care about it before we go to break. Sprinkles Cupcakes is shutting down. So Sprinkles Cupcakes was the original cupcake that you could get like out of a vending machine, right? Like these fancy cupcakes, and
They got ran out by Dolly Madison.
Yeah, well, founder Candace Nelson said that, well, she didn't say anything. No reason for the closure has been given.
She had this profound, empty statement. Ready? Listen. Crickets.
Oh, that was fantastic.
But she founded the bakery in 2005. Like, it's been going for 20 years. And like I said, when you saw the fancy... They were these pink vending machines or whatever, and I mean it's out in Hollywood, so
I was going to say I don't think I run in that circle.
Foo-foo. But if you like, they were in airports. I saw them I've seen them in airports and stuff, and you could get the super cute, fancy, big cupcakes. They're not tiny cupcakes; they're like the big cupcakes, and you could get them out of a vending machine. I'm sure that they were $1 jillion a piece, but yeah, so no more cupcakes out of a vending
Won't
machine.
be able to
and quite
fly
frankly,
again.
Yeah, I really don't know if I can ever go to an airport ever again.
I don't know.
That's
I have
horrible.
to feel like maybe the likelihood of me getting a cupcake out of a vending machine is as likely as me getting sushi from a gas station.
Less than
Right.
I'm going to take a hard pass on both of
Yeah,
those. Because if I'm going to blow it on a cupcake, it better be a cupcake.
I'm going to a cupcake joint where they make cupcakes.
Like real live
in front of
frosting,
you.
not that weird
Yeah.
buttercream
No, but
stuff
that's
that
what I'm
sticks
saying.
to the
Is that
top of your
this
mouth.
is one of the things she was famous for. Was those things were they were the real live like.
So she had a guy inside the machine making cupcakes.
Yes,
And they were fresh.
Yes.
A Lilliputian.
Crazy. No wonder there's.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, that they
Too
were
many
they were
ways that
not
could go.
like
Yeah.
factory made cupcakes. They were still actually made by a bakery and then taken to the thing.
Well, her parting
and that was
statement
part of
spoke
the
volumes.
thing. But yeah, it did. She, yeah. Sprinkles became known for its signature cupcake ATMs and expanded across the country. No reason for the closure has been given.
Dun 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 dun.
I think it's sad.
It is. I don't know if I'll sleep tonight.
I can tell you what the reason is. I can tell you that the reason is because the cost of living the cost of doing business in this country is just
It's ridiculous.
is insane.
Yep.
And so maybe for 2026, Trump will start really hammering down on some of the regulations and costs that keep American businesses going. We're going to talk a little bit about that at the break, after the break.
Okay, so you test me. Got it.
What am I
Bring
gonna-
it.
No, I'm just going to complain. Might as well start out the year like we mostly end it. But anyway, no. So, Amy, really quickly, did you make any New Year's resolutions? I asked Jackson and he said no, but.
You know what? I've never been a big proponent for that.
Do you think it's setting yourself up to fail?
Yeah.
I do. That's how.
My
That's why
ongoing
I don't do it.
goal every year is just be better than I was before. You know, be a good person, make good decisions, be kind to other people. I think we should all aspire to just making the environment in which we live a more positive thing instead of a negative, full of angst sort of environment.
For sure.
It's,
Well,
easy-
for
it's
sure.
easier to smile and be nice than it is to harbor ill feelings and be a tool.
I mean, if you just try it for a few days, if you generally feel like you have a negative attitude or you just, you're struggling or something, and if you just like try to hold your tongue or try to take a deep breath before you respond to something or sleep on it if you're going to send that email or something. It is amazing the difference but you do have to try sometimes because life sucks sometimes.
Negativity begets more negativity.
Right.
It is. You will bring everyone down with you with your behavior. So if your behavior is ugly and sour, then you set the tone for your environment, for everyone to know that, if I want to be ugly and sour, this is the person that I need to speak with, and we can be ugly and sour together.
Yes.
And it'll just be this black cloud of gross. If you are, and I'm not saying shoot rainbows or be,
I was afraid she was going to say shoot them out of somewhere.
I know.
I totally thought she was going to say that.
I'm not saying be fake about it, but I just think you can choose to be more optimistic and
For sure.
and be filled with gratitude than it is to focus on the negativity, because how can you move forward if you are so hung up on the bad?
Right.
So
Right.
that
It
will
definitely takes a lot more energy to be angry.
That's just going to continue
It
to be
does.
my mantra. Some days I'm very good at it. Some days I fail miserably. But the good news is every time that I swing my feet off the bed and they touch the floor and I can get upright, I got another chance.
You're alive.
It's a mulligan. Every day's a mulligan.
Yeah.
Every time I wake up, okay, one more day.
Yeah. And with your new renewed self,
That's right.
I
I'm
mean,
relaxed.
gosh, I can't even imagine.
Just everything calm, relaxed. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. You have the face of a non-believer.
Hey, listen, do we have a family bet going on about how long this relaxed thing is going to last? Because I would like it.
Well, I think we will now.
I would like a date on the chart. We could do like a football pool, right?
I'm going to tell you that the first day of the year was glorious. We sat down and played Uno No Mercy. I don't know if
Oh my
you
God,
played
we did
this game,
too. Yes.
but
There was 5 of us.
It was Tom and I, Zachary, Heather, and Jackson. And I don't think that I have seen Zachary laugh so hard. Continuing, we played a 3-hour one-hand game.
Oh my God.
3 hours. And Heather at least 4 times said, at 3:30 we have to leave. We're just done. And
She had to work.
you could
She's still there.
you
It
could
started at
see her.
2:30. 3 o'clock, I got to go.
Then it was
3:30, I got to go.
Yeah. You could see where she peaked and where she was failing pretty rapidly.
Which was about
But
3:46.
we did kind of gang up on her a little bit, and I think
Was it her first time playing?
No.
No. Oh.
No, but Zachary was in tears. He was laughing so hard.
Jackson was on a roll.
Yeah, I think at one point somebody had to pick up 36 cards.
There's a rule that if you get to 25 cards, you're out.
Not at our
You
house.
know,
But
rules are meant to be broken.
So Ty wanted to be out, and so he all of a sudden had 25 cards.
Enacted the
and
rule.
Went and sat in the chair. But then, but I had Julie and Logan and Noah, Julie's boyfriend, there, and we were playing, and same thing. Like I said, what's the point in that rule? Like, it doesn't take long to get 25 cards, and then you're all out. Like,
If
who
you
cares?
think about it, every sequence of cards have a 7. And what does that 7 do?
You
It
can switch
changes
them.
hands.
Yeah.
You can switch.
So
up.
I lay a 7 and you got 3 cards left and I got, a bazillion. Guess what?
Yeah.
You got my hand.
Right.
So
I would challenge
I think
any
that should be a house
family
rule. You
that
can't
is
do that.
listening to this show to buy. You don't have to get no mercy because it is cutthroat
Just
for
do
sure.
Uno.
Just get a regular card game or a board game and bring your family back to the table.
For sure.
Put your phones down. Turn your television off. Put your laptop down. Put your iPad or whatever it is your device of choices, and sit across the table and just enjoy each other's company. It is hilarious.
We had a blast too.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
was, just when you think you're going out.
Yep.
Nope. Here's 47
I was down
cards.
to 2 or 1 card several times and nope.
Nope. Because the other thing is there's the other card in there that you just all rotate hands to the next person or whatever. And it's we had the dilemma though. We made up a rule. Or maybe we didn't make it up, but maybe Julie just kind of clarified it for me. We had a dilemma where we were down to 2 people. And if you put a reverse draw 4, because like once they got
Came back to you.
right, it reverse draw 4. Okay, well, do you have to draw the draw 4?
No, I don't. I think that reverses
Yes.
around to the other player.
No, there's only
But
two
there's
people.
only two people. I don't
So-
understand what you mean. We are down to
If
two
it's
people.
just you and me, and you
Because-
lay a reverse draw.
Because
just
they were
quit?
playing it. No, they were playing it once
should
you
go
got
to
25
me.
cards, you were out.
Oh,
So
okay.
3 people were out. It was just 2 people.
Oh, it goes to the other player.
Yeah, but it was a reverse draw 4.
Yeah,
if I
still
lay
go-
down a draw 4 on you, you have to draw 4. But if it's a reverse,
But if there's
it
only two
reverses
people,
back
it's
to
still-
me. Exactly. So that was the dilemma.
disagree.
Well, what I did was I had 2 reverse draw 4s and a draw 6. So I played the right, and you can stack.
Yeah.
That's where you get all
Right.
the cards.
So you had 14 for her.
So I put the 2 reverse draw 4s, which was to me, and then but then the regular draw 6 to stack, and then she had to draw all of those cards,
If
and that's
there's-
how you solve that problem. And we had never had that problem before, or we never noticed.
If there's 2 players playing, the reverse goes to the other player, to the opposite player. So if you lay, if the 3 of us are playing and you lay a reverse card and it's going clockwise, then that would go to Amy. Or no, it would come to me because it would reverse the rotation. If it's just you and I playing, it's still going to come back to me. So the reverse card still just sends it to that next player. Period.
Yeah, but there's only 2 players.
I know. So you lay a reverse draw
instead of
4,
it
it's her
being
draw 4.
the person
if
on the
she
right,
lays a
it's the
reverse
person
draw
on the
4,
left.
yeah.
It just happens to be the same
Who
person.
just happens to be
the
the same
rotation
person.
doesn't matter.
All I know is that I won that game.
Yeah, well, that's and really that's all that matters.
And really it is. I mean, it is. But yeah.
This was a
we
long
were-
conversation to say that you won.
We were making it much more difficult than it needed to be. I was well aware
Shocked
of that when
that
it was
happened.
happening, but I was also glad to make her draw all those cards and
Oh,
win the game
yeah,
and
that's
go to
Lisa.
bed, because that was the last hand of the night. But we had a good time too. That was Uno No Mercy. If you haven't played it, also there's an expansion pack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which probably is necessary. There was a point where I thought we better break out the other deck.
Yeah.
Because
You guys
I
have
don't
a
know
lot
if
of
you
people.
remember, Jackson and I went on a search for that after you told us about it a couple years
Yes.
ago. And we wound up finding them at Walgreens, and I said, we better grab 2 right away.
Right. Right. It's a great game. It's
Yep.
just to play on
Lots of fun.
Uno, but it's much more cutthroat and it's hilarious and it's literally no mercy. I can tell you that I have reminded my grandchildren, my parents, when we were all playing cards. I have known how to play euchre since I was like 3 years old. Like, this is, you just in Indiana, you're a Hoosier, you know how to play euchre. That's just the way it is.
It's a rule.
It is. And so we have told, my parents had the rule that when we're playing cards, we are not related. Like, we don't, we don't acknowledge
It's
our
cutthroat.
relationship, right? Like, we don't care. And so when Julie, one of the 2, Julie or Logan last night had, like 47 cards in their hand, I reminded them of that rule. I will be carrying that on, that we are not related, because of course they're like, Nana, how could you do that, with their little sad faces? And I'm like, no, this is
I
cards.
feel like it's character building. I think
Right.
We have
Suck
we
it
have
up.
we have raised really weak children. Like we are allowing them to wind their way out of just about everything. And if you
And bat their eye.
if you encourage
our house.
play
Oh, no.
with your children, whether it's a board game or something, they have to learn
To
that
lose.
winning is a goal
Right.
and
Right.
losing is a reality.
100%.
And
That's how you learn how
and
to
it
win.
just has to be.
Right.
You can't just let them win all the time, because that's not what life is going to deal them. And if that's what you give them, you have ill-prepared that child
Right.
for reality.
If you're bleeding, we might help you. Anything else, you're on your own.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much.
I just think it's a
Just to
lost art. It is a shame that,
is.
that
Go eat
families
dirt.
are too busy to just say, you know what? I know we're tired. I know that you're exhausted. I know that, whatever, you worked all day and your kids are crappy from school, but you need to set aside a day that you are a family.
Yeah.
And whether that means sit at a table and eat a meal together and talk about the day, or you sit at a table and break out a game, you have to do it.
Or go
You just
outside and
have to
throw
do
a
it.
ball back and
Yeah.
forth.
Right.
Do something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that 2026 should be the year of togetherness. Right?
Bring the
Like,
family back.
Right. Find something. And once you get in a habit of doing it, you always do it. It's just like the polar plunge.
Every
right?
time
She's in the
Jackson-
habit of doing it.
Yeah.
So
every
she does
time
it every year.
Jackson comes over, I ask him, what do you want to do? Let's go play catch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is fun at 9 degrees.
Oh, I bet.
But no, you're right. You get a routine going, and
Yeah, for
you've
sure.
always got something to do. And it's you're doing stuff like that. You're talking. You're interacting with each other, and it's positive. Always.
Well, there's a lot of growth in togetherness, and there's a lot of growth in children learning from generations.
Creating memories.
Yes, I mean you're right. Everybody's too busy. We've dropped some of those traditional values.
We're not too busy. We pretend we are.
Exactly. Excuses. Exactly. Anyway, so Uno No Mercy. We all highly recommend it.
Yep.
That's for sure. I mean, it's cutthroat, but it's fun.
Go to your local
It's fun.
Walgreens. They always have it.
Oh, okay.
They do.
Anyway, thank you, Amy.
You got
for
it.
joining us. We have Just Stop coming up next, and it's going to be a sort of a fire.
Year in review.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's going to get interesting.
It could get interesting.
Go fill your coffee cup up.
Could get interesting. We'll be right back.
Grab
with
the chair, seatbelt yourself in. It's going to be fun.
We'll be right back with Life Matters right after this on Lake 96.1. Did you miss part of the show? You can find Life Matters with Tom and Nancy in its entirety. Just search Life Matters on Spotify, YouTube, or go to lake961.com.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
Stop it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop right there.
Stop. Stop it.
Just stop talking.
Welcome to the first edition of Just Stop
Just stop.
of the 2026 year. Yeah, we really need
It's going to be the
people to-
relaxed version.
Challenge accepted. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Several fans had an issue with the Rose Bowl, asking those who are willing to stand for the national anthem instead of just stand for the national anthem. Some are claiming it's a sign of how divided this country has become. Rose Bowl announcer prior to the national anthem: "We now invite those who are willing and able to stand for the national anthem."
I should be doing that job.
What? Singing the national anthem?
No, getting the crowd ready for the national anthem.
Oh, what would you do?
I would tell them to get off their ass and stand for the pride of their country.
And that's probably why you don't do that.
No.
But yes.
But I did do that at Mission Barbecue.
Really?
Yeah, there was a gentleman sitting, because at noon they play the national anthem.
Okay.
Every day.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. I think I talked about this once, but I kind of played it down a
Maybe
little
you
bit.
did. I kind of, yeah.
But we're
Now
all
that you
standing
say
up, and
that.
I look across, and there's a guy sitting down, and I said, "Stand up." And he just looked at me. Stand up.
Good
and he
for you.
just continued to look at me. And I said, "Get off your, fourth point of contact." And I started to move, and he stood up.
Fourth point of contact.
Yeah. So the guys at my table gave me a really hard time about it. But
Why?
well, you got to understand the guys are at
Oh,
the
okay.
table.
Well, who were at the table?
Yeah, they were
But-
telling me that he was mentally handicapped and all this other stuff. No, he wasn't. And he stood up. He got it.
Again, we talked in the last segment about 2026, maybe, getting back to the
I hope.
traditions. Just like
Yeah.
I truly believe that education needs to get back to the basics: reading, writing, arithmetic, and stop teaching all these things that parents don't want taught.
Stop
in
with your woke
schools.
agenda.
Right.
Stop with trying to politically form our children.
Right.
And teach them the basics. Let their parents, their family, and their life experiences guide their
Right.
beliefs.
Right. It's just like I said, I don't know, we were talking about teaching, transgender and things like that in schools and I said, you do realize that even the parents that are, the gay parents, where there's two moms, two dads, even the households with that in their home don't want schools to teach this to their kids. That's
No.
not how they don't want you to teach their kids that stuff. That's what they want to teach their kids
Right.
or not teach their kids or whatever in their lifestyle, in their home, the way they want it. So it's not just like, oh my gosh, moms and dads in these households, they don't want their kids being exposed. That's not it at all. It's just you are not qualified to teach this subject.
And you're teaching your agenda, your
Exactly.
beliefs.
Right. And so when you're not qualified, and when I say qualified, I mean, quote, educated in this and have experience in that particular situation, you definitely shouldn't be teaching it. And so, now somebody's going to send me a note and say, well, nobody's dropped themselves into a volcano, but they teach science all the time. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. These are lifestyle issues. And so, yes, that's how those emails go.
Drop me an ignore kid. This is what I do. All right. I'm not a teacher. I'm an instructor.
Right.
It's different. I instruct people on tactics and how to do things and law enforcement related. But I have instructed, along with every other instructor I work with, people from every background you can think of. Racial, economical, religious, blah, 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 blah. We got people flying rainbow flags. We got people flying other flags.
Right.
We teach them all the same way.
Exactly.
I don't care if you're left-handed. I don't care if you're transgender or gay or what. I don't care. You are getting taught one way. And I've never treated anybody differently because any of that stuff.
Right.
We had a female cadet, and this is what popped into my head. And I think this is where the problem is. So we had a female cadet several academies ago, and she looked like a female. She acted like a female. And at one point, an old director we had said that she identifies as a man. And I said, okay. He said, so you need to call her him. Or, and I said, call him like I see him.
Well,
and I treated her as a person, not anything else. Just treated her as a person.
Right. We're human beings.
And I know I identified her as a female at some point because I had several classes with her. I never offended her. I never bothered her. She never said a word to me or anybody else.
Right.
So get off this woke idea of you have to be careful about other people's feelings. Treat people with respect. Don't try to insult them, and you're not going to have a problem.
Well, you know
They'll
what?
figure it out.
Here's the other thing, too. Like, I'm going to guess that her partners throughout her career, that she's not, when they're in a situation, she's not going to want them to struggle with remembering.
She could care less.
Right. She doesn't care about
She
that.
wasn't a problem.
Right. Right.
It was everybody else that thought they had to do things differently that was the problem.
Right. And it's like, and right. And that's what I say. That's like, I don't think that people of that particular community, I don't think people, the colored people, I don't think people of different, various backgrounds, wherever you grew up or however you grew up, everybody just wants to be treated like a human being.
Exactly.
Right? Stop narrowing down. Yeah, I mean, honestly, everybody says Charlie Kirk was a racist. Okay,
I never saw that.
Charlie Kirk was not a racist. Charlie Kirk, if you introduced yourself and said, hi, I'm Nancy and I am, bisexual, whatever, he would say, that doesn't matter to me.
Right.
I don't care.
I don't care.
That doesn't, like, why do you limit the definition of you to that when you are so much more? I'm here to listen to what you have to say because I want to know more about you. That's exactly how he was. He wasn't racist. He wasn't nasty about it. He wasn't anything like that. And then he has every right to say, well, this is what I believe and this is how I learned it and this is my interpretation of this or that, which everybody is allowed to do because it's freedom of speech. It's freedom of religion, however you classify whatever you're speaking about. But he would say, why are you limiting yourself to that? Like, that doesn't matter to me. I care that you're a kind human being. Right. I care that I'm glad you're here to speak to me and have an open mind enough, hopefully, to also participate in a conversation that's back and forth. So, yeah, I don't, but you go back to the national anthem thing. If you are a citizen within the borders of this country, that is something that we all have in common, and we should stand up and respect that when that song plays, period. Just like the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, I expect every American citizen to respect that flag and what it stands for.
Right.
I serve this country. I serve my community in law enforcement. I still do that.
Yeah.
That's what I expect. And I don't think anybody has a right to make that decision. That's what you should be doing. If you're not a citizen of this country, you shouldn't be here.
Well,
that's my opinion.
Visit.
You could visit, absolutely. But everybody should be standing for the flag because that flag represents our freedom. A lot of people put their life on the line to protect that flag and to grow this country. And that's disrespectful. And almost everybody here, if you got at least a generation or two, has served this country.
Absolutely.
And that's disrespectful to your relatives.
Absolutely.
So-
Well, yeah. And I mean, it's just, I think that we have, I have seen it over for sure the last decade, but probably more like 2 decades. Just the complete erosion of trust for the people around you and trust for the country. And, but I've also, one of the other things I want to talk about is the reasons why we've lost trust in our so-called leaders. Now, we need to stop, first of all, calling them leaders because they're not leaders. They are our representatives. So let's move. Let's go to this Minneapolis daycare fraud thing. That doesn't happen without Americans helping that happen.
Right.
People that moved here from Somalia or wherever don't know how to defraud the government or anyone else until someone in America helps them figure it out.
Especially to that level. Holy cow.
People need to, and here's why there's no trust for the government at all. Because, again, both sides of the aisle are standing there going, where is our millions and billions of dollars?
Right.
You know, we have small businesses, American-owned small businesses that are struggling, that could use a grant of some sort or whatever. And we've given all this money to these people
People that don't have a right to be here.
that shouldn't even be here.
Right.
Right. So, you know, this is where the trust has stopped. Nobody's going to jail. Okay. Nobody's gone to jail over the Epstein thing. No. Why isn't Bill Clinton in jail?
I don't know. And that other half of him.
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
She's dead to me. I can't say her name.
She suicides people all the time, but whatever. So, you know, Bill Clinton should be in prison.
Absolutely.
Already for this. There are lots of people. Bill Gates was on that island. Like, there are lots of people. Why are these people not going to jail? So here's, you know, the Trump administration has this problem as well right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nobody's gone to jail yet. Nobody's been charged yet. Nobody's been, okay, I'd be willing to bet that if I took a picture, some of these pictures of Bill Clinton up to the Walworth County Courthouse and talked to a prosecutor up there and said, this is happening in our community. Let's just say it was. This is happening in our community. Can you investigate this and put somebody in jail over it? That investigation would be better and quicker.
Oh, God, yeah.
Than our highly resourced criminal justice system, Department of Justice, FBI, whoever you want to talk. Like, it is insane that nobody has gone to jail for any of this crap.
Well, there's too many people involved in it. You know, everyone's got something to lose.
So?
I don't know.
Too bad.
But that goes back
Maybe
to what you're saying about the trust.
Maybe you should have thought about that before you went on that flight log.
Agreed. Totally agreed. Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
How long has she been, you know, proper term escapes me, but using insider information for her investments and stuff like that?
Yeah.
You know, somebody just went to jail or prison for that not too long ago. Mm-hmm. You know, why isn't she paying for it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, just so what? You got elected to something. That doesn't mean that you're above the law. Nobody's above the law. They like to say that. Right. But then they don't like to.
Well, they make up all those charges against Trump. I mean, convicted of how many felonies?
And then in
they
Georgia,
were all BS.
And then did you see in Georgia, they admitted that they took over 300,000 votes and altered them and submitted them anyway, giving Joe Biden the win. Mm-hmm. That was in Georgia. And that's after Trump. Georgia is where his mugshot came from. Right. And it was directly from him saying, this isn't right.
So how do you
go out there and look and see? So, right. So,
how do you trust any election?
None of them. I don't know.
You know, and I don't care if Republicans winning or Democrats winning. How do you trust it? The new mayor of New York City.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
I don't believe that for a second.
What is this thing called? The Heil Hitler thing, the Nazi salute
a Nazi
or whatever?
Salute, yeah.
He has been doing that on a regular basis. at his, like,
And they
he's
voted-
celebrating, and he's holding that hand up, and he said, "Oh no, I'm just no, you're not, dude."
No,
New York is, people are leaving there in droves. It's incredible. But, we go back to the government here for a second too. So, these people were able to fraud the government. Okay. And then other people say, oh, well, the fraud isn't as rampant.
Oh, it's way beyond.
Listen, it is as simple as if you are a single mom and your baby daddy lives with you, and you go to apply for some kind of assistance, and they ask you for your household income, and you don't put baby daddy's income on there,
Right.
because he is in your household, that's fraud. Mm-hmm. It's as simple as that. And there is so much of that going on. And what that does is it lets baby daddy off the hook, which
Right.
doesn't do anything except hurt you and your kids' lives in the long run.
Right,
ladies,
and cost everybody else
and cost
a lot
everybody
more
else
money.
money. But you're taking money out of people's pockets that are actually destitute, that need it. Okay, sick people, people who absolutely handicapped, cannot work, right? Mm-hmm. And so, the pot's only so big because
Right.
you can only take so much from
Right.
the working people of the United States, right? So the pot's only so big. They have to disperse it among the people who are applying. And the lady next door, who is truly struggling to buy her kids food, and you have this guy that's working for cash at the landscaping company living with you, and you're not reporting his income, and you're collecting this money, that's fraud. And you're literally taking money out of other people's mouths, food out of other kids'
And
mouths.
that money he's making isn't getting spent here in the Americas.
Nope, it's not.
It's being sent elsewhere.
It's not. And maybe not. Maybe not, because you've got that's a section of people. That's absolutely true. But you also have the women that are complaining because now you can't buy junk food with your food stamps.
Right. Or
And
other things like booze and
100% of the people that are complaining have big eyelashes, beautiful nails,
Yep.
eyebrows,
Obviously not starving.
not starving, and they're offended, and then say, I went to the food pantry and all they gave me was like bananas.
Did you see the
and
one lady?
stuff like that? And like, how could they, like, how are my kids supposed to survive without potato chips? It's like, oh my God.
Right. And
Get a
the
job.
Reporter asked, "What do you do for a living?" And she says, "That doesn't matter."
What difference
it
does it make?
absolutely matters.
It absolutely matters.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. I think that there's just hopefully 2025 is hopefully was the end of that, and people are starting to open their eyes, and people are starting to understand that the fact is that we, the people, are not putting up with this crap anymore. Right? You need to be patriotic.
Right.
You need to stand up for this country.
Correct.
You need to understand that while you may need to be taken care of, there are also others that need to be taken care of, and you should only be asking for your fair share.
Right.
And in that means you are also participating in your fair share of the effort.
And you should try and take care of yourself first.
Exactly.
Have a little bit of pride and do the best you can do for you and your family.
Right.
If you need help, the help should be available. But you should need the help, not just want it.
Right. For sure. And, that's what they're trying to weed out. Like,
Right.
with this whole, you have to volunteer or work or do whatever it is, or do community service for, 20 hours a week or something. And if you have tiny babies that you have to stay home with, you get a waiver. If you have these different excuses or reasons or whatever,
Right.
there are certainly waivers for people. But if you're an able-bodied person,
Get to work.
you need to go and find something to do. And I don't want to hear anything about there's no jobs. That's crap.
No, there's plenty.
Everybody's hiring.
Yep.
It's hard to find good help, as a matter
and
of fact.
this child care thing, the people that are shocked about it, this has been going on forever. This is a common
Almost
thing. For
10 years that they can
family
track
of
some of that
five
back.
is watching the family of five and the other family of four and the other family of three's kids.
Right.
So they're getting paid for that child care. But every family is claiming all those other families that they're watching their kids.
Right.
And they're all watching their own kids.
Right.
And they're getting paid for watching everybody else's. I was not in the least bit shocked when they were going to the daycares in Minnesota You know, they're getting paid for 160 kids, and there's no kids there.
Oh, well, they bust them in the next day.
Not shocked at all.
Nah, they bust them in the next day.
Yeah.
They came in the front door and went out the back.
Right.
And
then
nobody's
moved them down to the next one.
And then the one got broken into and all the records got stolen.
Yeah,
so now
of
we don't
course.
have any checkbooks. We don't have any kids' records. And they broke in the window and look right here. And I bet you if you look right here, the glass is on the outside, not on the inside. See?
You ever hear
I mean,
the
I'm
term-
no detective, but
Right. Owner's liability.
right. The Lake Geneva Police Department would be pretty proud of me right about now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Nobody's buying that your
No.
crap was stolen.
No.
It's just,
And you're still responsible for it.
yeah, it doesn't really matter if
No.
it's stolen or not. Like you,
If my car's
your
involved in
kids
an
still didn't
accident and
show
I go, oh, I don't know who was driving it, I'm responsible
Right.
for it.
Right.
So either give up a name or you get to eat the consequences.
It's just,
Same thing with them.
you know, we have a really, really, really great country.
We do.
And it's about time that we got back to, again, the patriotism and the loyalty and but also the get off the couch.
Pride.
The rest of us aren't putting up with any
Right.
more of your crap. Be proud of yourself and be proud of your country and be proud of the effort that you're making. And we need to get back to that because we can't, you know, when you have so many takers and not enough givers.
Yeah. Go out and do something and have pride in what you did.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it is really cool to work all day on a project or whatever and to stand back and go, wow, I did that.
Yeah. The fruits of your
I did
labors.
that,
It's
and it's
always
done.
worth it. It
Yeah.
really is always worth
Absolutely.
it. So, anyway.
Doesn't matter if you're wrecking a kitchen or building a chicken coop.
Oh, yeah. January 17th will be 1 year since we bought the house.
Wow, it's been a
Coming
year
up.
already?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And I look at it and I think I've made amazing strides. And then I look at it again and go, oh, my God.
Hey, speaking
Why
of,
did
what are
I
you
do
doing
this?
today? After
Why?
the show?
Why?
Thinking we could have a meeting of the Planning Commission.
We could have a meeting of the Planning Commission. Yes. Get with the other member of your Planning Commission
Done.
and let me know.
She's listening in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So anyway, yeah, we definitely need to do some masking tape,
Yep. It'll be fun.
taping it out. Yeah. So anyway, but here's to 2025. I think a lot of us are saying, thank God it's over.
Yep. Miss you, not.
Yeah, but 2026, economy-wise, and there's a lot of other reasons why 2026 is really probably going to be a banner year in most people's lives.
We're starting 26 way better off than we started 25.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, just in the
keep
simple
chugging
things.
away.
Just look at gas prices.
I know.
Way better.
I know.
So
yeah.
Moving forward.
Anyway, so Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you also.
Thank you. And of course, we will be back next week with another brand new Life Matters. What did you just say?
I said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back.
Jeez. We'll be back this week
Turned over a new
with a
leaf.
brand new FCC fine. So anyway, that's what I thought you said. Be like,
Oh, there goes that paycheck.
I missed the button. Anyway, just kidding. Life matters. You can count on us in 2026 to continue to be hopefully edgy and funny and relevant, but also informative
and truthful.
Truthful for sure.
We just keep that going every year.
Yeah. Well,
You may not like it, but we're not going to lie about it.
This is true. This is true. You may not like it, but we're going to say it anyway.
Yep. That's fact.
That's true. Anyway, so Main Street Messages, another thing that's continuing in 2026. That's coming up next with Alex Benanti. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we'll see you next week right here on Lake 96.1 on Life Matters.
Main Street Messages with Alex. Brought to you by the Lake Geneva Business Improvement District.
All right, sweetheart, you've had your fun. Now let's get down to serious business.
Welcome to the first edition of Main Street Messages here for 2026 with our favorite executive director, Alex Benanti of the Lake Geneva Business Improvement District. So, New Year's good.
It was great.
I mean, we're only 4 days in, but we're fine. Everything's fine.
Yes, absolutely.
We've all gotten back to being busy again, and there's a lot of things going on in downtown Lake Geneva specifically, but with the Lake Geneva bid as well. what's the first event coming up?
So this one's kind of for our business owners and managers. We do what we call Big Connects, which is a quarterly networking meeting. We usually do like teaching sessions for different marketing purposes or financial purposes, just different retail options, the whole gambit.
Yeah.
And so in 2026, we're committed to expanding those services into 6 times a year now.
Nice.
So every other month we're going to be meeting. But this first one we're kicking off on Tuesday the 13th as we survived the holidays.
Woohoo.
We survived 2025. Let's
sure.
Welcome the new year. So we're having our kind of employee Christmas party for all the downtown business owners.
Kind of a member business party.
Yes.
Member owner business party. I don't know.
Yeah, we're doing it with a Festivus theme. Do you know,
cool.
like what's our craziest stories of the year and some
my
of our
God.
goals.
To be a fly on the wall.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some fun stuff. And then we said that we are going to be, burning that in one of the outdoor fire pits and, do a welcome dance to the 2026 New Year for
That's
everyone
nice.
in the community.
Yes, yes. Because there's a lot of things coming up in the community that, we've been talking about here on this segment of the show. And while those things aren't, starting tomorrow, the planning for those things started a long time ago. And it's what you find is that when you get people together like that and everybody can talk about things and everybody can, like you said, wash away, burn away what, the rumors or the issues were or whatever in 2025, but look forward to a good, smooth, and prosperous 2026. That's always helpful, especially at the beginning of the year. Also, what's helpful is to know that you're in a room with other people who are experiencing the same ups and downs as you are because of the type of business you have, where it's located, just the collateral damage from road work, whatever it is, right?
Yes.
It's always nice to start the year with the camaraderie that goes with a party like that. So that's awesome.
For
That's
sure.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, and for us, it really came down to the idea of, so during summertime, you would think that my job is super busy, but people don't want to talk to me because they're in their own business
busy.
and they're busy.
Right.
So, and the same thing for the holidays. We're just grinding. We're, getting everyone else's holidays into that perfect experience.
Right.
So for us, it's this recharge and just reconnection with our other business owners. We've been wanting to do things like business owner field trips to other businesses to just get to know each other because we get some great new businesses in. We have new concepts that come in existing businesses, and we don't get to know our neighbor when we're working behind our own counters quite a bit. So we're just trying to bring some of that together in the starting of 26.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So then what's next after that?
So what's next? We have, just like you've said, we've been doing a lot of diligent planning for some big projects, big changes for our organization. And right now we are trying to expand what's called our business improvement district boundaries. So we're trying to include some more businesses into our area. And it's been a process that we've been working with the city on and our property owners for about a year. And so we are in the final stages of giving a public session, which will be taking place on the 21st of January at Simple Cafe.
Okay.
So Simple Food Group is welcoming us to host almost like a happy hour.
Cool.
And we'll be giving out information of what that bid expansion looks like, what the financial impact is, but how the return on investment is. So we've invited our property owners from that area as well as our existing businesses just to hear what that will look like in the future.
Right. What the benefits are.
Yes, exactly. So because it's marketing benefits, it's physical benefits, with financial planning, it's beautification enhancements. And it's, again, some of that advocacy work that we do at the city and state level as well. So we'll be, giving a brief presentation there, getting to know, again, the neighbors that will hopefully be included within this new year. And then we'll be taking it to City Hall to go to public hearing.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. So it has to go to a public hearing. And the reason why is because the bid is funded by
by a special assessment.
Okay.
That is self-appointed by the business owners.
Okay.
So it's not a tax that goes to the city. It
Right.
goes into this organization. You can look at it like almost like an HOA.
Okay.
Where we're making the area prettier. We're marketing some things, and we're also educating. Being able to give business services.
Right.
So there is some financial impact to the property owners based on their tax assessment.
Right.
On average, I can tell you that each property is somewhere around $600 a year. So when you look at that breakdown, I mean, you have a substantial amount of services you're getting for that. I mean,
that's a deal.
Just a banner alone to come near your door is probably about $1,200.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're paying for half a banner for a whole year worth of extra services that are incredible
Right.
to, marketing your business and keeping you thriving downtown.
And the fact is that, again, we have said more than once on this segment of the show that we will be keeping you updated about the Highway 50 construction. And that money right off the top, given what the bid is going to help do as far as, making sure that everything runs smoothly and people are aware of the challenges and the reroutes and things like that, that is worth its price in gold for what we are getting ready to go through with this construction.
Well,
and so, I mean, that's like a bargain. It really is a bargain. Now, I know it's probably based on, because it's an assessment, so it's based on value and stuff like that.
Right.
But
That is the
ultimately,
median.
yeah,
Yes.
it's kind of a median thing. And, but again, you can't beat that value, and you're especially not going to be able to beat the value as we go through the next few years.
Correct. So yeah, and that's what we're hoping that, people see that value because yes, with the construction happening, there's some major streetscape projects that are being considered.
Yeah.
And we've been fortunate enough to be able to work with the city to talk about, enhancing our area to make a totally new downtown vibrancy. And, there is some idea of connectivity that some of the businesses have talked about that are outside of the bid boundaries that they just don't have that visibility as
Right.
Main Street does.
Right.
But downtown isn't just Main Street. It is all of downtown. And so we really want to create different areas and ability to, find parking that, is available in some of these areas you wouldn't think of.
Right.
And then see where, you can walk to where it's just not that far.
Right.
You can go from Simple Cafe to the lake in about a 6 to 8 minute walk.
Yeah, it's not far.
leisurely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And enjoy yourself along the way.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, beautiful
Make a stop at
shops.
Topsy-turvy, go and shop somewhere, things like that. Yeah, I mean, this town, we are a small town. We wish sometimes it was a little bigger so that we could accommodate more, but we can't. And so it is what it is, but it's not that far away. Like we were in a meeting one time and people were talking about, they want, the average person only wants to walk, what was it? It was something like 4.5 minutes or 4 blocks or whatever it was. And I kept sitting there thinking, once people get here, that might be the case in other places. But once people get here, they want to walk everywhere.
Right.
They don't care where they park. They love it. They love every block. They love the beautiful houses. They love the businesses. They love the normal hometown Main Street USA vibe, but they also love the shopping and the lake and the activities that go along with that. So I don't know. I think Lake Geneva's unique in that, okay, yeah, maybe on an average, if you take a poll and somebody says, how far would you park away from the store that you really want to go to? And they say a certain distance. Once you get here, all that's blown out of the water. It's too pretty.
It's true.
It's just too pretty.
Yeah, there's so much to see. There's constant stimulation on every block. So,
Yeah.
and that's kind of our job is to, showcase that, show the unique shops that, are off the main drag and the cool experiences. I mean, we had a business that's outside of the business improvement district now, but the Lake Geneva School of Cooking, they were a destination and you wouldn't have known that they existed.
Nope.
It was not on the main drag. It was in a unique building. It was the old church building, topsy-turvy.
Right.
And they created this space that made you want to walk around town.
Yeah.
And that's the whole goal here is that, we want people to stay. And I would even challenge that theory of people are only willing to walk, a couple blocks,
I know.
4 minutes. Because, in a major city, you're walking all day. And that is part of the excursion. But we also are a tourist destination where the whole day the reason why we have, a 4-hour or 5-hour parking limit is because that's the average time people want to spend outside.
Right.
So what are you going to do with 4 hours?
Right.
You're going to walk around the whole of town.
Right. Yeah, I didn't like that whole conversation was just really weird to me.
Yes.
I was like, I don't believe that that's the case. Like, I just don't believe that's the case.
No, it's totally normal. It may be a place like, and I'm not dogging it because I love it too. Pleasant Prairie, is a great town, but it's very compartmentalized. So you have to drive to get to places. You cannot walk to the next shopping area.
No, I mean you could, but it's a long haul.
Correct.
Right.
But when you have something so concentrated, no, it's an experience all on its own.
Well, you're right, but that's the word, experience.
Yeah.
You're not just coming here to shop. You're coming here for the whole town.
Right. You walk through Maple Park on the way and you're looking at, these Victorian homes and these new mansions that pop up too. And it's a lifestyle that, people can enjoy for a day.
It is. So are you ever going to expand the boundaries so that I can join?
You are already a partner of ours.
Well, thank you. Thank you. No, but I mean, seriously, but I understand that you have to limit the membership because, resources are limited and there's a certain mission for the bid. Right. And you go and you encourage the whole, I mean, if it encompassed the whole city of Lake Geneva, that's a completely different organization. And so there's a specific reason why the boundaries are limited. But I'm guessing that the boundaries are being changed because of the demand for what you guys do. And that is something to be proud of because, and the bid is always, they are always on top of everything. Like, the decorations, like you said, the advocacy, the expanding, the teaching, the bid has really also, in my opinion, assumed some of the roles or responsibilities that we lost when the Chamber of Commerce just went strictly to a tourism entity and turned into kind of like Visit Lake Geneva. I feel like the bid took over some of those smaller business Chamber of Commerce benefits. And that's something to be said too, because those are very, very important. Your learning sessions and things like that, those are some of the most valuable things that you could possibly put on as far as events go. So,
well, thank you. Yeah. And
awesome.
we really like to, run in collaboration with our other organizations, because at the end of the day, if we succeed, everyone's going to succeed.
Right. And everybody has to work together.
We want our other organizations to, do what they're good at. And we lean on each other in a lot of ways. So, yeah.
Hey, we talked about that a couple weeks ago, right? That, if we are a team. Whether it's fundraising, whether it's doing business, whether it's coming up with solutions, whatever it is, the city of Lake Geneva, those businesses, we all work as a team. And so, the bid is a huge, huge part of that. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So we will continue on with our Main Street messages into 2026. You'll be back next week with some new news. But in the meantime, make sure you check out all of the things that the Lake Geneva Business Improvement District does do. Make sure that you check out what they do. And it's just downtownlakegeneva.org, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Alex, thank you so much and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We'll see you next week.
Yes.